Alright, I guess whatever this is not controller supported. Guess we're using keyboard and mouse. This is not, it's not a demo, is it? No one wants to talk about it, but it's all that won anyone's mind these days. Mysterious things are happening all around Shibuya. I'm gonna fuck up half these Japanese words, aren't I? Sightings, attacks, disappearances, fear. How is a kid supposed to be a kid in times like these? But honestly, Ryota never really was like most kids. He's not usually glued to his phone all day. We live in a society. Unable to shake the idea that monsters are all around him, Ryota navigates on his phone. Document the oh fuck me. The Marunouchi vanishing. The language is complicated. You've got that right. You've got that right. I'm gonna butcher half of these words. I apologise to any of the Japanese audience that may be watching. We've got a tip on the missing woman from Marunouchi. Hello Kai, how are you? When you've been a detective as long as I have, you tend to build up a big network of contacts. The story my contact told me was that they saw a woman one day. When the fog rolled in, it blanketed the area and then poof, she was gone. Times like these make me wish a certain somebody was around. Come to think of it, the fog and the disappearances set the scene for when I first met the rest of my crew. Everybody keeps talking about folks just up and disappearing, and I thought it was a load of horse shit. Oh, we're okay, we're just going in. By the way, hello Mephi, welcome. Just warning you both, they did give me epilepsy warnings for this Prelude. So, you know, if you don't like flashing lights, just be careful. Ever since then, I've been haunted by what I would call hallucinations. Turns out I've been able to see spirits and monsters. This isn't a fantasy movie. Guess I should be thankful, because otherwise I wouldn't have seen through the monster taking the woman. She made a bunch of red orbs appear that chased me around. But I knew so long as I didn't let myself get surrounded, I'd be okay. She was a nightmare to look at, so I put her out of her misery. When I searched the scene, I spotted a woman's handbag, found the missing lady's ID card in there, then came across some clothes that looked like they would be hers. They were in a little pile, but the way they had fallen made it clear her body had just vanished. Yes, epilepsy, seizures, big flashy badness. No mistaking, whoever's handiwork it was, either finally managed to get my hands on a solid enough lead to work with. KK. Oh, something popped up and it disappeared. Bathroom vanishing. Okay, I guess let's do this one. Having tracked another report to the dark foggy area, I arrived to find it had passed through the dreary neighborhood. Give me the scene, give me the game, dude. It's hard to imagine a partner and her child just got snuffed out forever. My heart sank knowing this. That's when it obviously culprits. I'm gonna skim through some of this. Yeah, the Kigurumi. In these posts, social media would never lie. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. And that means KK Slider is an expert. Maybe the expert in all things paranormal. He's also a really good singer. You ever heard him sing? There's only one thing left to do. Having poured over every story, post, and grainy photo about locations and monsters, we will take action. I'm going to ask KK to help me. We gotta make sure that it's not Friday. He's got a concert on the Fridays. Tsugusa. My... Hello, how are you? I am good and I need your help. Monster's got my best friend. Rinko sits up in her chair. This is literally just going to be a big ol'... This is just going to be a big old story, isn't it? And we're going to get a trailer at the end. Oh no. It happened near the manhole. I'd like to help you get him back. I really would. You know, we're ready for the actual real game in a few days. But, you know, you need to give me something to work with on your prelude here. Data files across the scene seemingly too much. Charts and graphs, maps and mathematical equations. Even social media feeds are open. Somehow, through all of these screens and all of that clutter, Ryota's message catches Rinko's eye. Yeah, the man disappeared. It's lost in vivo. Lost in vivo. On the other hand, that manhole is within the vicinity of several recent incidents. Maybe he is involved. She knows what she thinks, but she also knows no one can protect Tokyo all by themselves. Trusting your teammates is the only way to keep everyone safe. What do you make of it, Ed? Who's Ed? When did he come in? He's a man, here he is. It's him. It's Mr. Fortnite himself. Technology is easy, people are hard. Instead of speaking up, he places a small recorder on his desk and presses play. As the audio begins to roll, Ed turns and walks away. Ed's voice. I've heard intriguing stories about so-called manhole girls in Japan. Vengeful ghosts of bullied students said to trick other children into following them into the sewers. Is this real? Is this manhole girls? You know, we're gonna be learning Japanese law with the main game anyway. Manhole girls. Okay, so it is like a real thing, but they don't appear. They just like make weird fucking runes on manholes. Like, they just make weird, crazy runes on manholes and force you to come in. Come in, come have a look at... Oh my god, I've just realised it's the girl from the ring. No, you know what it is? They like change the manhole to look like pretty pictures so that the children will come down into the sewers. They're bloody Pennywise. Why don't you come down here? Oh, we all float down here. We all float down here, Timmy. From when they never return. If any information turns out about such anomalies, I'd be keen to investigate. Though I speak purely out of personal interest, it might not be enough to make the rest of my team pursue it without further evidence. Since you somehow found the time to record something this specific about a single urban legend that you want to look into, Ed is already engrossed in other work. He doesn't respond. He certainly doesn't notice when Rinko rolls her eyes. He rarely does. Probably best we have no idea. Alright, send me to the manhole. Okay, here we go. We have got Yandere Simulator. We've got Yandere herself. I need to also just move this over here. It's Erica. Alright, hello Erica of the Fuchsia City Gym. Want me to check it out? Yes, yes. I don't think so, Erica. Could be dangerous. What if something happens to you? Still don't trust me to go out by myself for 5 minutes in the middle of the day. At just 16 years old, Rinko might be right not to trust Erica on something so dangerous. But Rinko knows that Erica has shown maturity beyond her years. She gives Erica an almost sisterly look of skepticism. You know, it's not that. But for all maturity, Erica can't quite keep from pouting. Don't make that face. Besides, we've got a very own private detective in the vicinity already. I'll have him take a look. Send me, dude. Send me. Yes, the Oni. Onigashima. We're gonna go see Kaido. We're going to Onigashima, go see Kaido, strongest creature in the world. Yep, the store is brimming with eats. The owner ignores it, choosing to focus on his meal instead. The phone doesn't care about his hunger and continues to vibrate. Silent diner. Silent diner finally glances at the screen. Another case. These people have me working harder than my enemies ever did. Can't even get 5 minutes to enjoy a nice lunch. Alright, send me. We're going. Answer. I'll be risking limbs. That's why you let it ring for so long, too scared to pick up? No. The exact day I stopped being scared of anything. The day you stopped being a loner and hooked up with us so we could have your back. They're all becoming friends. Place your bets for the main game. They're all too close of friends. Which one do you think's gonna die at the start of the game? Like, who's gonna die and we're gonna have to go and avenge them? Because they're all getting way too close and way too cushy for a tragedy not to befall. I'm gonna say it's either Rinko or the detective that's gonna get the axe. It's a simple check-in and report of some suspicious activity that might be connected with these phenomenon. It's always a simple case that goes south the farthest. You know what? You're right. Maybe Erica should run point on this one. Sure, she's just a kid, but you're so busy. Oh, hold up. Let's not sacrifice the rookie. He's gonna die. Or she's gonna die. One of these two people are gonna die if they're quick to send in the little girl. Oh, I'm already out. Send me the information, I'll get on it. First though, I need to talk to one of you about something. Alright chat, it's a chat driven narrative. Who are we talking to? Take your pick. We'll say north, east, south or west. We'll do it like a compass to make it easy. Who are we relaying this information to? North, east, south or west? West. West. Everybody's going west, alright. Rinko. Let me guess. Pissed I interrupted your precious, solitary, sober time. Hey, listen, Rinko. At least this man's got a variety. Like, this man's got sobe noodles. It could be worse. You could have said potato moche. If you'd have said that you'd interrupted his potato moche time, oh, it wouldn't be the ghosts that'd be making you disappear. I'd be making you disappear. Fuck Benny. I hate Benny. He's going, and you know what? When we get to that bloody table, he's going to be like, I made it extra special. Go on, say it. Say it. Dinner's on the commander tonight. Eat your fill. Why are you shaking? Dude, you got like arthritis or something. Look at his hand. Look at his right hand. It's like jittering. Man's scared. This man knows what I'm about to do. God forbid the report of a vengeful spirit abducting children interrupted the same bowl of noodles you've had 1,000 times. Not much left in this world I love. When I think of something else, I'll tell you. You won't have a chance to add that to your list if we don't figure this out. We both know how powerful the forces we're dealing with really are. Ghosts! We have to keep pulling these threads until we unravel the whole damn thing. No thread is too small. Can't argue with that. I know I can rely on you. It might be the only thing I know for certain. Now go prove how smart I am, dumbass. Well, I mean, you didn't have to insult me like that. Ryota doesn't notice the people passing him on the street. They don't notice him either. He's young, but he is very much alone. His focus is centered on a small bit of paper in his hand. After a couple of folds, the paper finds a familiar configuration. Ghost! With a head, arms, and the body, it takes the shape. A palm-sized person standing in his hand. There's no legs. It's not a palm-sized person. It's got a little spooky tail. It's a spooky, scary ghost. As Ryota inspects his creation, someone who has been observing him from afar steps out of the shadows. What have you got there? He's got a ghost. Clutches the paper doll. Which is changing topic. He's not running or hiding despite the gruff stranger staring at him. No need to be afraid. I am not here to do anything bad to you or your little friend. Gotta admit, I've been known to carry the odd paper doll with me on investigations. Strange habit, I know. Not a doll. This is a ghost. This is what's taking everybody to the yokai realm. This is what's like pulling everybody through the Torii gates. But you get the benefits of a partner without the annoying small talk. Ryota's shoulders ease. He lets his guard down and he listens to the detective and re-examines the folded paper. The detective surprises himself with his playful tone. He's rusty, but he somehow still feels comfortable talking to the scared child. Sometimes paper dolls are used for magical purposes. Ghosts. You a sorcerer by chance? Now's the time to tell me. So you really are him, Oh, it was this KK. Yori is the ghost girl in the VHS from The Ring. Think Yori's gonna be the final boss? Like, just at the end of the full game, she's just gonna step out TV and be like, it was me all along. You're KK, the ghost hunter from the files. No, KK is a dog. You must be. I just thought you'd be taller. No, it's not a dog. They say you solve strange mysteries. Use his phone. He sees the social media post featuring photos of various case files he has worked on, collected in one place. Look, I only use those initials because writing out my name is a pain and I got too much pain already. Not your problem, right? Anyhow, that's me. KK Slider, but I'm not a ghost hunter, I'm a detective. You wanted to investigate, kid. Well, you got one. I'm so glad you're going to look into the disappearance at the manhole. Here's the thing, I already made some calls on the way here. There's no record of any recent disappearances. Still got a few friends on the force so I can dig up the dirt quick. Not trying to pull a fast one on me, kid. It's true, honest. My buddy, oh fuck, another name. Sozuki? I'm gonna go with Sozuki. He hasn't come home since yesterday. Last place I saw him was right back here. Ryota monitors the alleyway behind him. He went down that way. I tried to follow him, but I couldn't find him. He was completely gone. If Ryota's bluffing, he's an incredible liar. A sadness comes over him when he looks back towards the alley. KK looks back and forth from the kid to the alleyway behind him. All alleys are dark, but this one looks like it's never seen daylight. Nightmare Moon's in there. The Eternal Night is in the... No, it's the fucking ghost alley from JoJo Part 4. Like, if you look the wrong way at the alley, the hands come out the alleyway and drag you to the afterlife. It's the ghost alley. Seen any fog when that happened? Now that you mention it, there has been something spooky around, like a kind of fog or darkness, but it came and then went. Alright. Something to himself as he eyeballs the alleyway behind Ryutu. Nothing looks immediately out of place. With so much going down in this city, some kid getting lost doesn't exactly seem like front page news. Nothing look... Oh, we gotta choose. Are we taking the good or evil path, chat? Are we going to be happy with this boy? Oh no, sorry. Press for more information, call the kid's bluff. More information or call in the bluff? Bad side, call their bluff. Alright. I can't be the first adult you've asked for help. Fess up. Why has everyone else ignored you? I don't know why. I just don't think anyone else cares about Suzuki like I do. From the sounds of things, Suzuki had some issues. Sure, he didn't run away. The pressure begins to build on Ryutu, and it shows. His eyes become glassy as he tries to hold his emotions in, but he can't. No one believes me. No one will help Suzuki. He'll never survive without me. I'm his best friend. Not even you will believe me. And you will believe in anything. Whoa, I don't believe just anything. I'm sorry, Suzuki. Adults never believe in monsters. Ryuta turns from KK and begins to run. Just as he watches Ryoto go, his phone begins to ring. KK lets out a long, deep sigh. He looks at the caller's ID. Is this lady? Of course, perfect timing. How's it going? Not great. My interrogation may have been too much. He went elsewhere. So you leaned on him? I think that's meant to be leaned in on him. You leaned in. He's leaned in. He's done one of those lean in manuals.
I did that lean in manual.
Nice lean in manual. He got scared and he ran away. That about sums it up, yeah. Jerk. You should know as well as anyone what it's like to be young and scared, to need help from a grown-up you can trust. Oh, we got bad ending, chat. Just didn't want to get yanked around. Don't have the time. God forbid you spend 5 seconds helping a kid. A kid that might be onto something, I think. Okay. I can fix it. I will fix it. For you to come back, it's not safe here by yourself. I'll help you. As Ryoto, I'm gonna hate the main game. I'm gonna fuck up so many Japanese names. Anybody in Japan is gonna hate me. As he turns back to KK, something comes over the detective and he softens. I believe you, okay? Promise. I need more to go on, kid. Why are you so convinced he was taken? Didn't happen to see anyone else around. Or it did happen to my best friend. Suzuki's been missing for 2 full days. Hold on, you said it was a minute. You said it was 1 day a minute ago. You said he hadn't come home since last night. That's 1 day. He's changing the story. Child is lying. child's changing the story. Everyone's been looking, but no one can find him. What about his parents? Haven't they filed a police report? I'm the only one who cares about Suzuki. I know he needs me. Yeah, he's not real. Changing the story. You said he was missing for 1 day, and now you said he's missing for 2 days. And no one else is even looking for him anymore. Just me. He's lucky to have you. It's like when you saw crows circling... Wait. It's like when you saw crows circling above the building in one of the cases you investigated. You knew there was more to it than everyone else. Well, Mr. KK, I know there's more to Suzuki's disappearance. I just need your help. He's not real. Changing the story. Really did your homework, huh? I'm impressed. You're more dedicated than most adults I know. You remind me of my friend Erica. She lost someone too, and she'll never stop fighting for them either. KK takes another glance at the alleyway. Alright, show me exactly where this Suzuki pal of yours disappeared. So you're gonna look into it. I'm gonna die in that alleyway. This guy is gonna die, and that's how this story's gonna end. I'm here, ain't I? Let me check with my team, see if they've figured anything out. Could save us some time. He reaches through phone. What's up? We're all here. I just need a quick word with one of you. Follow up on what he has told me. Alright, go on, chat. Northeast, south, or west? Who are we talking to? Nucky wants west again. We're going west again. You find anything else? I know you've been searching all over on your fancy computer. Some worrying details have started to emerge. The type of details that means he is for sure involved. Social media is starting to fill up with posts about the appearance of a mysterious dark fog. It's been popping up in neighborhoods with similar data sets to the one Ryota called from. School absences are also on the rise. I can't confirm if those represent actual disappearances or just spooked kids trading scary stories, but it's clear fear and paranoia are taking hold. I thought that it was going to be like a demo, but apparently, you know, from what we're playing, it's not a demo. It's a little text-based story, but somebody's going to die. Figured that much. Oh, really? You carry a fear and paranoia detector now? Did Ed ever develop that when I wasn't paying attention? Fucking calm down. We're telling jokes. You're live on stream. Lighten up, lady. We're doing jokes. Years on the force are what give me a fear detector. You can't beat experience. But I do appreciate your input, even if I already knew it all. One of these guys is gonna die. It's time to find Suzuki. This detective is gonna die. Nothing looks out of place, but things are rarely what they seem. I mean, look, I'm going to tell you right now, I bet if you were actually Japanese, or if you can read Japanese, there's probably like some secret hint on that board, like right here behind the child. Like, whatever this says, as it's got the number 67, it clearly has some relevance, and I bet if you translated the Coke machine, that doesn't just say Coke, it probably says something like run away, get out, escape. KK slowly but deliberately reaches his hand out. He's not holding onto anything, but you would think that He is, by the way he's moving, like he's got something invisible dangling from his fingertips. Ryota has no clue what he's trying to do, but he watches closely. However, what happens next can only be seen by KK's eyes. As KK opens his fingers, a sparkling orb of energy drops from his hand down onto the ground. It ripples like water in a still pond, energy flowing outward into the world. He's got aura. Oh, there's the ghost. He's got the sixth sense, he can see dead people. A strange trail floats into your view, as though a spirit has passed through this place. Psychic energy. The trail leads further on, deeper into the alley and out of view. Guess he went that way. Puzzled, Ryota follows KK's eye line down the alley, but he sees nothing out of the ordinary. What happened? I don't see anything. Trust me, kid. It's good you can't see it. This is a power you do not want. And you're too young for it. To take a risk like that and change your life forever. Oh. The world is a scary place. It keeps getting worse. We're gonna find your friend and get you back to your normal life. His friend's dead. If you're seeing ghosts, that means that he's dead. You're gonna find the corpse. You ain't gonna find him. We're in big trouble? Well, I guess we found something that we don't get to find out till the main game. KK and Rinko are in big trouble this time, running like rats, desperate to stay alive, with only a dingy old sofa between them and monsters. We better find another exit. Rinko turns to KK and sees him holding his head. He appears to be in great pain. Happening again. Your body's reacting to the ether. KK looks at the room as his vision begins to break in half. He tries to focus, but rather than reform, everything continues to split apart even further. Another hallucination. The world is breaking in two. Gaster? You breaking the world again, Gaster? Deltarune? Undertale? You split the world in two when you fell into the core? That'd be crystallized ether. Another form of matter. Sounds like your body has entered the final stages of affinity. From the thin air, like phantoms, these horrific visitors appear, surrounding KK and Rinko. We're surrounded. Oh, wait, no, he was just hallucinating. He was having a vision of the future then? Are you okay? No, he's been taking too much of the temporal sand.
I've heard tales of a cavern deep, where timelines converge and dragons sleep. If on your journey this place you meet, do not eat the sand.
My mind can be a little bit hard to control.
Temporal sickness, fractured mind, are all that await should you try to peer into the depths of time. Do not eat the sand.
You just kind of stood there for a little while. Sometimes my memories take me places. Temporal sickness, a fractured mind, are all that await for those who peer into the depths of time. Do not eat the sand. Hate to leave you alone again, but I need you to wait here while I look for your pal. Sit tight, I won't be long. That kid's dead. Either that kid's dead, or he's dead. He's dead. Cell flashes on the screen, Ed's monitoring the software. Listen, he's not called in. We've skipped away from him. He's dead. The results are clear. Spiritual residue, and it's exactly at KK's location. Oh no, he's still alive. His phone's cracked though, he's in a fight. We just received an alert. There was a massive surge of spiritual energy at your location. Hold off on pursuing until we're able to send support. Can't wait forever for you guys. We might have a missing child on our hands. We got plenty of evidence. I know what I'm getting myself into. Remember, fog reports are increasing. There's fear in the streets. Time to act. Of course, I know those things. I'm the one who told you. I also know how dangerous it is getting out there. This time could be even worse than the last. What if he shows up? What if is it gonna be him?
It's the guy watching his Twitch.
Wish he would. Excited to see that mask snap in two when I put my fist through it. It's not fair to ask us for help when you think you need us. Then use our own words against us when you're too impatient to act as a team. We're in this together. KK decides to address one of the team members specifically to make his case. Right, go on guys. Northeast, south or west? South. I'm going south. Here we go. Never mind. I'll talk to you later. I'm in the middle of an investigation. He never was any good at following people's directions. That attitude of his is precisely what saved our hides on countless occasions. You don't think I realise that? Erica smirks, thinking about KK's attitude. It doesn't bother her. Oh, here we go. Headless girl, man with umbrella. They're everywhere. KK's eyes dart between the two horrific figures and to some incredibly strange glowing crystal that hovered nearby. As he tries to speak, KK wheezes painfully. The Slender Man. He does look like Slendy, doesn't he? He's not got the long arms and the tentacles on his back. He traded his tentacles for an umbrella. You know, he's standing in that forest. He gets so wet. You know, it rains a lot in his forest. He was getting a bit pissed off, so he's bought an umbrella to keep himself dry while he looked for the 8 pages. Rinko, what would happen if someone tried to touch one of those ether crystals? Your guess is as good as mine. Might give you the power to fight back, might just make you even more miserable. Who can say? You know what else it can do? It can send you to the ether in Minecraft. Remember when we were gonna get the ether in Minecraft and then they never added it? What about him? Did it grant him strength? Rinko nods silently. After getting his answer, KK, without hesitation, stretches his hand out towards the crystal. Wait, stop. Stopping's not an option, not for any of us. You don't know what will happen, it could kill you. And those things won't. We're dead if we don't try something. We are out of options, yet. You've thrown away everything to fight these monsters, same as me. There's not a goddamn thing left to lose at this point. Before Rinko can say anything, KK reaches all the way out. Oh, I got the Chaos Emeralds. Well, he's dead. that the boy is dead, and something tells me so are you. KK follows the trail of psychic energy deeper into the dark Shibuya alleyway, away from the glow of familiar streetlights and vending machines. His venture into the unseen brings him to a manhole cover where the spirit residue flashes with an eerie intensity. This spot is clearly the origin point for whatever spirit is at the center of this mystery. Did they take you this way, Suzuki? KK looks around again, finding nothing, focusing his attention on this haunted manhole. Oh, there he is! The spectral vision shows KK a lot more than he thought it might, revealing a glowing spectre hovering in this dark and dreary place, the spirit of a man in his 30s. Oh, fuck me. A Jaibakuri. According to Japanese law, this is a type of spirit is trapped in a physical location. You know what? Let's. Here's your history lesson. Here's your history lesson, chat. Literally meaning earthbound spirit. A Jibakuri is a spirit in Japanese mythology that is strongly attached to the place of its death, mostly because of a strong hatred towards something or someone, usually the thing that caused the physical form to be destroyed or deceased. Well, GG, this guy is like actually dead. sorry Suzuki, GG's. This boy is actually fucking dead. What is keeping you tied down there? He's dead. So it's what's keeping him tied down. Man. The spectre seems unable to answer him. Instead, he mutters as if distracted or perhaps completely delirious, either or, maybe both. Spectres aren't especially concerned with politeness or clarity. Neither of us is going anywhere until I get some answers. My dude, this guy could just phase through the ground. You can't stop this man. Well, I mean, I guess he can't, because, like, according to what the Japanese wiki says, he is literally chained to the earth. So, I guess he can't actually leave that location. I need to know, what are you doing here, specifically at this manhole cover? Why haunt this place? I thought it was a kid. Just a kid playing around. Just having fun alone. I wanted to make sure he was safe. Just being neighbourly. Yes, no. Not making friends. Protecting. But he wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't a kid. Was it? Then... Sorry, there was something else. Something lurking in these shadows. Did I die? I think I died. But this isn't what I expected. You are indeed dead, sir. According to the history lesson, you are now an earthbound spirit chained to this location because of hate. You are indeed, you have indeed logged into Minecraft. Monster, a monster. The spectre points downwards, underneath. KK stares at the manhole, as though if he just looked hard enough, he'd suddenly see what lurks in the darkness beneath its cover. He doesn't have to see the spectre nod to know he's right. It went that way. Before he can pull up the manhole cover and see for himself, a long shadow creeps from the edge of the alleyway. Did you find anything? Snooping
Snooping as usual, I see.
around is a detective's business. You don't belong back here. I thought I heard you talking to someone. Who is this youngster? Only I can hear you, so do not bother. Only you can hear me? Well, sure, nobody else is even here. This is turning into a damn clown show. Kid, I need you to stay here while I go down. It is not safe for you. Not safe. Not safe, monster. But how do you know I'll be safe up here? My team's one call away. They'll get here quick if you're in danger. Weren't you just saying something about being in the middle of an investigation and too busy to talk to anybody? Funny you should mention that. I could actually use some help. I believe they call it a client service. Who you calling, mister? Are they nice like you or nicer? Client service sounds more like babysitting to me. If only you would just wait for us to get there. We play the hand we're dealt, and juggling work and childcare has never been my strong suit. I need a little support. Rinko sighs as a long, tired sigh of frustration. A person that knows in the end. Are we gonna choose who's... Alright, chat. We're already gonna choose who's gonna be the babysitter. Get your answers ready. I have the perfect candidate in mind. Alright, chat. Northeast, south, or west. Who's the babysitter? Who's coming to look after the child? North. North. Alright. Mephi and Nucky have chose north. Erica. There you go. Erica is coming to look after the child. She's the only kid I actually know and like anymore. You need my help? I can be there ASAP. I do need your help, but it can't wait. My new friend, Ryota, the one who called us for help, he is a little afraid of you. What? No, why would you think that? I mean, yeah, maybe a little. But no, that's not it. Although, it'd be better off if he did fear me, then I could do my work. You really aren't that scary. I think I get it. Let me talk to him. He hands his phone to Ryuta, yes? Is this Mr. Ryuta? Yes. I'm so excited that I get to speak with you. I have heard that you are quite the investigator. I need help from someone like you. What can I do to help you? Well, our friend, the music is a little bit loud, but unfortunately there's no sound settings in this prelude. Who is there with you? He actually has 2 missions. Since he's looking for your friend, maybe you could swap and look for my friend. If we share the responsibility, I'm sure that we can achieve success together as a team. I suppose I could try to help you since he's helping me. Okay, but first, can you keep a secret? Important that you relate to this mission. I'm the best at secrets, I won't tell. My friend is a cat. I put a tracker on her collar that says she is nearby you, in the alley, by your house. I miss her dearly. I'm a little embarrassed to admit it, but some of my best friends are animals. What does she look like? She's all black with one white spot and a few white whiskers. Her name is Monette! Monette! I can deal with a lot of these names, right? But, like, you can't be calling your cat, I mean, you can, you can't be calling your cat after the harpy waifu. You know, and I also have to be careful with which picture I put on Twitch, because a lot of people like the harpy girl. A lot of people like Monette, and I mean, when you see her, it'll make sense. There's a reason why. There's a bit of a reason why they like her. Look, you cannot be calling your cat Monette. That just raises all sorts of implications. Like, I mean, have you seen this? Have you seen this? You can't be calling your cat after the harpy waifu. Alright, her name is Monette. Monette Harpy Girl. And she really likes to hide. She likes to do a lot of other things as well. Can you look closely in between and behind all of the vending machines and trash cans? Just to be safe, text me a picture of every dark corner you can find. She's very good at camouflage and easy to miss. Especially if it's snowing. She ate the snow fruit. I will find your friend. Lucky for you, your new buddy is an animal lover just like me. I've given him a rescue mission to find a missing cat and send me a photo of it. But what if he succeeds? Tons of strays here. He might actually bump into one. I could always use more cat pics, text to me, and maybe he'll give it a home that it needs. Now to get down there and find you. Your pal's dead! You just saw the ghost! He's fucking dead! Dirty water splashes on KK's feet as he makes his way through the still darkness of the Shibuya sewers. The further he goes, the darker it gets. Darker, yet darker, yet darker still. But not because of any change in light, no. This darkness is unnatural. In fact, it's not darkness at all. It's tangible, dense fog, made of spiritual energy. It fills the air. Toxic, paranormal waste coats the ground and plugs the drains. Oh, that's a man. That is a thing. Hello, Cthulhu. Hello, Yog-Sothoth. But the air itself is rejecting him. This corruption flows between worlds and reaches around him, blocking his way. You know, considering it's black with like the multicolored rings, it almost looks like tar. Impulse? Is that you? How long has it been building up right below our feet? I mean, that depends. How many slimes have you let die? How many slimes have you been going? Impo is looking for you, Spyro. Looks like it. You know, the thing is, if this is going to be in like the full game, already has. I've nearly finished that. If this is going to be in the full game, this is going to move like tar. Like, this is going to flow like slime. And if I want to see this shit in 3D. Is it like everywhere? It is. As we go deeper, okay, Japanese learning time. We're gonna find out Impo's Japanese origins. Is the Japanese term for a state of pollution or defect defilement. Important particularly in Shinto as a religious term. Typical causes of Kigra are the contact with any form of death, childbirth from both parents, disease, or I can't pronounce that word, that's menstruation, and acts such as rape. Well, that's demonetized video. In Shinu, Kigra is a form of a taboo violation which needs to be somehow remedied by the person responsible. So is like the man in the mask just making a bunch of tar then? There's definitely something here if there is this much corruption swirling around. Nothing I can't handle though. Dude, that's a lot of corruption. That's a lot of tar. The tar has corrupted a lot of things. Alone in the darkness, KK summons his power. Oh, we're making... Hold and trace the shape to clear the sewer of corruption. Oh god. Look guys, we're playing Skyward Sword. This is janky. Oh no. Oh no. I also think I'm getting a little bit of a dip because I'm streaming. Fuck! Alright, well, welcome to literally the hardest puzzle in the game. If you get one single frame, we gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. If you get one single frame skip because you're streaming, it's done. Can I go backwards? No, you can. There you go. Cleanses the corruption. I mean, I'm gonna tell you that wasn't the symbol that you drew. Cleanses the corruption, returning the sewer to its normal state. What you on about? There's a bunch of like JoJo menacing kanjis everywhere. I wouldn't call that a normal state. That's better, minus the stink. With the Kigra now cleared. It's not cleared. Oh. Hello, girl. As if they were waiting for a moment of safety, someone appeared. Suzuki, is that you? No, this is... The small boy avoids KK's look, turning his back and picking at something on the wet ground. Splish splash, splish splash. Hey, you kid, you okay? Can you hear me? Are you hiding from something? Take a bath, take a bath. You're gonna push us in the shit water. Come on kid, this isn't the time or the place, answer me. I'm not trying to scare you, but you've got to work with me here. In the vast darkness of the sewer, the sound of KK's phone suddenly rings out. The tiny chime echoing back and forth around the hollow space. The small boy in the raincoat doesn't seem to notice. He must be very preoccupied. Muffled sounds. Down so far, the signal to KK's phone is barely holding on. He can only make out a few sounds and struggles to make out what the words might be forming. Run. Muffled sounds. Rinko, is that you, Ed, Erica? Who is this? Who is it? Who's talking to us then, chat? Who are we gonna tell about? Who are we gonna tell about this boy in a raincoat? That's clearly a demon to the west. To the west we go. Rinko, can you hear me? Are you with Ryota? Can you ask him, was Suzuki wearing a yellow raincoat? The scratchy connection makes it almost impossible to understand. Suzuki. It's about Suzuki. Not Rinko, I can't understand. Suzuki is not what? Not Suzuki. The call cuts out. Enough screwing around, Suzuki. Just like that, finally, as if called by his mother to come to dinner, the child responds, stands up. He turns to KK with his dead evil eyes. You're not Suzuki. You're the monster. KK raises his fingers and calls forth energy that he discovered that day long ago. The day he found his back against the wall, reaching out and touching the ether crystal. Ever heard of ethereal weaving, monster? Energy surges into KK's hand, green light winding and glowing, charging around his fingertips. The increasingly bright light glows, illuminating the tunnel. And in that moment, standing in the center of the tunnel, we can see this monster, this raincoat visitor, just in time for it to press a child's whistle into its mouth. Hello, Kenny. Oh, it's the man! At a stranger's fingertips lies KK, now a prisoner. I need my subjects to remain calm, or else nothing will get done. Despite being captive, KK flashes the stranger a fierce glance. Son of a bitch! Hello, my new friend. I am keen to see how useful your vessel turns out to be. The stranger takes something out and he holds it to his hand. An amulet, though clearly not simply for decoration. It surges with power. He looks from the amulet and back to KK and smiles. As the monstrous little raincoat visitor blows his whistle, he steps back into the shadowy darkness. Running away, huh? But he's not running away at all. In fact, he's only making space. Oh! They're here. The Slendies. For two much larger, far more horrifying visitors to show up and challenge KK. I've been waiting to run into you again. Let's go, you bastards. Defensive barrier. Damage a single visitor with a wind attack. Visitor perishes after 2 hits. A talisman that stops visitors from moving. It will be consumed on use. Alright, chat. Barrier, talisman, or wind damage? You control the combat. I think we've actually got to use the talisman. Only one stun talisman is left. Yeah, but I can just take the kill now. Alright, Mephi, no problem. I think we have succeeded in the kill at least. You're done. The fight now over. The sewer is oddly calm again. KK sweeps the space looking for any clues that may be left behind. Why would a pack of monsters manifest their evil here? But then he sees it affixed on the wall. A wooden tag. Some call a Kifuda? Alright. History lesson again, chat. Paper slips applied to the gates of shrines. Seen in Senjafuda for amulets sold at shrines for luck and protection. In Japanese Shinto, a Kifuda or Ofuda is a talisman made out of various materials such as paper, wood, cloth, or metal. Ofuda are commonly found in both Shinto shrines and specific and Buddhist temples, and are considered to be imbued with the power of deities kami revered therein. A specific type of Ofuda talisman issued by a Shinto shrine on which is written the name of the shrine or its enshrined kami and stamped with the shrine seal. Alright, well there you go. No, I'm alright. This must be what summoned those things. KK reaches out to take the Kifudu down, but as his fingertips approach it, there's a flash of light. Rinko. God damn it, Rinko. Erica. KK feels a big, quick thump through his body. Oh, it's the man. When he looks down, he sees someone else's arm stabbing through his chest. It's horrifying. Black smoke rushes out of his body. Looking back up, KK sees a man wearing a hyena mask. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hyena mask is a mask used in Japanese Noa theatre representing a jealous female demon. It is characterized by two sharp bull-like horns, metallic eyes, and a leering mouth. So this is a girl then. I mean, it could be a boy that's just wearing a girl's mask, but according to our learnings here, it is representative of a jealous female demon, so this could very well be a girl. No, it's not an Oni. As KK comes to, he realizes that he is in the tunnel once again. No. Still, he looks at his chest. It's totally fine. No gaping holes, not even a scratch. Sweating, breathing heavily, his mind races. It was a horrible dream. Maybe a vision. He grips the Kifuda in his hand. I won't let him get away with this. Can't keep getting away with this. So hard that it smashes into pieces. Yo, animator, I think Yo, animator. I think you messed up a little bit there with the facial animation. We've got two faces overlapping. He's doing a big think. He's doing a bit of a big think moment. At that moment, KK realizes he's not alone. Distracted by his fury, he had missed the approach of someone new. Who's there? Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Is that it? Game over? Are we dead? Deaded? No, he's fine. KK emerges from the tunnel to find Ryu waiting with the rest of the team. You fool! You run into a wall of Tigra, and your instinct is to walk deeper into it when you know we're on our way to help. Listen, No! You listen! I'm not done yelling at your stupid ass for making me worry about you. Okay, but all of our instruments at HQ started going wild. We broke basically every traffic law in Tokyo twice, 2 times, in the face to get here as quickly as possible. And then we find an open sewer entrance, little Ryuta peering down into the darkness, staring at the old gods, giving him the voices in his head, clearly considering climbing down there despite our best efforts to cover for you and keep him busy. Sure, except... So, we take a look for ourselves. It's corruption in all directions. The whole place absolutely soaking in spirit residue. Tar everywhere. Impo down there. Eldritch gods. The king in yellow, Hasta, whispering the sweet nothings into this boy's ear. It's like they're amassing an army beneath our feet and you go sniffing around alone. It's not. Maybe let her finish. Worst of all, you arrive stinking but unscathed, having been gone just long enough to have me convinced that you were really hurt down there, or dead, or taken by a great old one, and that I would never see you alive again. The problem with disappearing into a dangerous sewer all alone is that the longer you're gone after Rinko has asked you to be cautious, the more time she has to consider the things she'll shout at you when you return. The things we've been through together. When you're in danger, it's as if I can feel it deep down. Spiritual connection. Because of all the ghosts. Look at all these messages on the wall that Spyro can't read. They probably tell him something about the main game. That's probably like a secret code for the main game and he'll never know. And there's nothing we can do. What if you died? The thought of being haunted by you, of all people. I almost climbed down there to kill you myself. You could have been dead or worse. I'm sorry, I should have waited. Don't you dare be nice to me right now. I need to calm down. I value your friendship and support. I'd like you to know that I respect you on our voyage. I didn't hear that. Safely above ground, reunited with his team, KK turns his attention to the original source of all this drama, his young client, Ryota. You were never going to tell me, were you? Sakazuki isn't your best friend, he's your dog. Lost in vivo. Lost in vivo. Looking for a fucking dog? That's the twist you're looking. It's this fucking Shiba Inu. It's a Doge. It's literally Doge. We're looking for Doge. He's my Doge and my best friend. KK steps back nervously as Suzuki tries to jump into his lap, tail wagging. Don't have to broadcast it, alright? Don't be scared. Suzuki loves everyone. Of course, he's the man of the internet. You want to buy some Doge coins? Do you want to invest in the Doge? Maybe he should draw the line at loving monsters and following them into sewers. Ryota hugs his dog and gets a face full of licks in response. KK relaxes slightly, seeing how harmless this little Doge is, but still keeping some distance. Thank you so much for bringing him home safely, Mr. KK. I suppose it has a fun ring to it, not quite so formal as your full name, K. Before we get sidetracked, as the lead investigator on this, you've got some paperwork to do, KK. Not sure what's worse, fighting monsters or filling out these damn forms. It's obvious that you prefer the fighting to the paperwork. KK scribbles out a quick few lines for Ed that only Ed can read. Hey kid, this is for you. Is it a prize for helping you find the ghost? Almost, it's a bill. Ryota's face sinks as he's left holding a check. Lucky for you, today's work is a pro bono. That means free. Consider this your receipt. I'm feeling generous right now. Ryota looks closely at the paperwork in his hand. It says Case of the Cursed Manhole. Extermination complete, KK. Leaning over his shoulder, Rinko lets out an uncharacteristically, I'm losing the will to live, loud burst of laughter. Now I get it. You didn't choose the nickname KK. You didn't choose the name KK. Sloppy paperwork chose it for you. There's a lot in this life we don't get to choose. Call me what you like. Not like I've got any use for a real name these days. And definitely not one of my old names. It doesn't matter what anyone calls me, so long as I find that bastard. KK's gaze looks fierce, as though he's recalling a bitter past. Reflected in his eyes is Ryota, who looks pleased to have received KK's autograph. That said, I guess KK's not that bad. And then he died. And and we get to play the real game in like 3 days. I'll wait to see if there's a secret ending. Zenimax and Bethesda. Well, we found one bug. Bethesda just had to sneak one in there. Alright, good night, Nookie. I'll get to downloading this soon, and I'll get the edited version up on YouTube by tomorrow. Zenimax, Deathloop legal lead and associated general We're not playing Deathloop! Get out of here! We're not playing fucking Deathloop! How it looks. Belgium is the BE, The Netherlands are the NE and the LUX is Luxembourg. They just stapled the three countries together. Okay then. I've never really heard that, but alright. Oh no, didn't even get a post credits. Fuck you. Alright, well there you go. That's the prelude to Ghostwire Tokyo. So yeah, that was fun. It was a weird little distraction. You know, it's definitely not the main game. I don't know whether I preferred that just because we got a couple of laughs and we learnt some Japanese history, or if I wanted a demo of the full game, see what the full game's like. But you know, it was still good. So yeah, I'm just gonna quit it for a minute, even though it's just gonna say looking for game to capture. I'd rather just quit it so that we don't have the music like talking over me. But yeah, that was good. I like that. How long was that? And thank you all very, very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you did like the video, then do please feel free to leave a like. It does help me out, as well as a subscribe if you want to see all of the content in the future. Also ring the bell just so the notifications go through. Don't even know if that works anymore, to be honest, but you still gotta say it because YouTube is YouTube. And if you would like to see even more content, there are links down below to the Twitch, so you can come and watch these live before they get cut down into highlights or fully edited like Suikoden. A link to my Twitter so you know when I am going live. A link to my Discord so you can just come in and talk to me while I'm editing videos if you so choose. And if you would like to support the channel further, there is a link to the Patreon, where this month's Patreons are Deddy, Dark Blue Fire, Flick the Changeling, and Kai Fireo. Thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, and I will see all of you in the next video.